Hey there, it's Nancy Marco, and thanks for joining me for some yoga today. Um, we're going to start with our centering practice like we always do, and I'm using the bender ball. Thank you, Sophie, for giving me one to tuck underneath my tailbone to help find a seated meditative posture where the pelvic bowl is rolled forward, the sitting bones land heavy. It helps to lift the crown of the head. And then I can roll my shoulders down and rest my hands, palms down in a grounding mudra. So today we're going to play with a bunch of V's, including triangle poses and stretches that have the legs extended. We'll stretch from the feet up into the hip quite a bit. We'll work on the core, the waist, the core muscles, and might get in a little bit of shoulders and maybe some neck. So find your mat, find an easy seated pose. Your ankles can be crossed, or you can have one leg in front of the other. You can have one leg extended. Whatever helps you to feel the stack of hips, shoulders, and ears. You might need to bring your chin back a little bit. We start with a centering practice to transition from what we were doing before to our practice on the mat. So settle in, find your breath, invite your attention to turn inward. You might close your eyes, you might hazy your gaze, you might stare at something out in front of you. As you turn inward, just start to notice, how are you seated? Feel that stack or play around with it, releasing the shoulders away from the ears, heavying the elbows, maybe opening the fingers, stretching them long, and then resting them down. You might need to peel away flesh underneath you. Take time to tune in to your parts and your pieces. The invitation from the body center of intelligence is to find your way to being. So release the doing, take a moment to pause and just be, to surrender the distractions, maybe the sounds around you or the things that you had on your mind from the past or the future, to release the tension in your body, to release the resistance, and just be. The breath is a great anchor in this practice. And here we're invited to use Ujjayi breath, which means you breathe in through the nostrils. Let that breath flow at the back of your throat. It's an audible sound there. And bring it down into your belly. You might take your hands across your belly to practice this kind of breath, breathing in, expanding the belly, and then exhale, contracting the belly. And you can feel that breath under your fingers. You can hear the sound of the breath, and you can feel the inhale lift you up, connecting with divine consciousness, Father Sky. The exhale releasing you down, heavying the elbows, the hips, releasing tension across the face, across the upper back, the chest, letting the hips be heavy, the back of the legs, connecting with Mama Earth. You can give her all that tension, that distraction, that resistance, and she will recycle it, repurpose it, redirect it. Practicing this way brings us into a sense of presence in the physical. As you play with this, notice that in your head center, where the invitation is to understand, to increase your understanding of yourself, of the experience, to increase your perception, the part of you that is noticing your parts, your pieces, your breath, the sense of serenity is you sitting in the seat of your observer, a part of you that notices what you're thinking, what you're doing, and the emotions that you're carrying around with you. If you bring a tiny little smile to your lips, you'll feel the space behind your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw relax. You can allow that relaxation to slide down your neck and heavy your elbows a little bit more, to lift your crown, to sink deeper into this state of right here, right now, to be awake and, and conscious of what you're doing, where you're directing your attention. And when thoughts come, you can notice them and not become them. You can stay right here, right now, making space in your body and in your mind for a connection to your higher knowing, to your intuition, to a bigger picture, to a broader view. As you have presence in your body and presence in your mind, innately you start to feel your third center of intelligence, your heart. And here you might bring your hands across your chest, layered one over the other. Hands pressing into the chest supports this sense of coming home, a deep connection with yourself, your breath, your being, your choice of where you focus. The invitation here is to know yourself, to know those choices, to be aware of what you're thinking, what you're doing, and what you're feeling. Those emotions that come up are messengers. What are your emotions that you've been carrying around? What is any emotions you have been becoming? Or maybe ones you are working so hard to suppress. Taking time here at the heart to understand at the core of our being, we are love, and so is everyone else. What happens is we have trauma, we have negative experiences, we have training, teaching, cultural values that are overlaid, that close the heart, that distort our connection to this love. And in this practice of pausing, we invite that sense of love from the inside out Maybe you imagine it, maybe you can sense it. This idea that you are love. Therefore, you are loved. It's not something you need to get, it's something you need to remember. And then from that connection to love, we can all choose to show up loving. What would that be like for you? What is something that you want to remember that is a quality or virtue inside yourself? What would support you in your practice today to not do too much, not do too little, to add on if you need it, to back off if you need it? Capture a word and make it into an affirmation, a mantra for your practice. You can use the words I am, I allow, I am curious about, I make space for, what if, how would I, when can I? Say your mantra to yourself and see if it lands in a receptive way, a way that brings smile to your lips, that presence to your body and your mind, that sense of love at your heart. Say that mantra to yourself a few times. We'll use it throughout our practice. If it feels wrong, reword it. And when you're ready, come on out and extend your left leg long. Let your right heel come towards your groin. Peel away the flesh underneath the sitting bones. Kickstand your hands behind. Find that nice tall stack. Press out with your heel and lower the back of your knee any amount towards the floor. Feel that stretch from your hip to your heel. Separate all 5 toes nice and wide and feel the stretch in your calf and in the bottom of your foot. As you hold this stretch with the chest lifted, drop your chin down to your chest. Roll your gaze over your right shoulder. Take your eyeballs behind you. Stretch that field of vision. And then return back to your chest and take it over to the left and do the same. And just flow a couple of times. Our field of vision narrows as we age, and we can keep it nice and broad by practicing stretching. As you roll your chin from one side to the next, make sure you regain that tallness. And you should feel this stretch in the neck, in the back, upper back. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other side. Return back to center when you feel even and point your toes. Curl your toes into the bottom of your foot and feel now the stretch in the toes, in the top of the foot, in the shin. Keep lowering the back of the knee down. And this time with that tall spine, nod your head like you're saying yes. As you bring your chin up, jut it towards the ceiling and feel that stretch in the front of your neck, in those scalenes. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. When you bring your chin down, make sure you haven't slumped at your low back, that you're keeping a nice tall lift through your spine. Release all that and then start to point and flex your foot. So curling the toes, then flexing the foot. Fill your cheeks with air and then push that air all around your face and count to 10. Come to still with a flexed foot. Walk your hands in front of you. Maintain that tall spine and explore where you can fold. You're hinging at the hip crease. You're bowing your heart to Mama Earth. You're not tucking your chin. You're keeping the throat nice and open. You're finding your voice. You're feeling an imaginary string, keeping the crown nice and tall. And as you bow down, you're feeling that stretch in the back of that left leg. Say your mantra. Find your edge. Keep the sitting bones heavy. Be mindful, don't let the sitting bones lift off of the floor. Breathe into the stretch. Wherever you landed, walk your hands towards that extended left leg, keeping the right hip planted. Spin at the waist. Turn to face your extended leg. You can stay tall here. You can bow, hands to thigh, hands to shin. You're bringing that right shoulder around. You're pressing that right hip down. If you can reach your toes. Keep pressing out through the heel. Keep lowering the back of that left knee down. Breathe. Bow. Stay long through your crown. On your next exhale, bring your left hand to the mat. Sweep your right hand up. Start to pulse that right hand over that left leg. And let that left elbow be nice and spongy. You can keep doing the nice flow here, keeping that right hip on the floor, feeling the stretch from your hip to your fingertips. Or you can move into a static stretch where you're rolling that right shoulder back, looking up and backward, stretching the eyes, holding the point where you're feeling a deep, deep stretch from your hip through your fingertips. On your next inhale, sweep that right arm up. On your exhale, float it down. And on your inhale, sweep that left arm back and then sweep it forward and up. Lift the hips up and hold the stretch, pointing out through your left toes and your left fingertips. And then exhale down, left hand to the mat, right hand up and over. This is going to be our flow. Right hand comes down, left hand sweeps back, sweeps forward, lift up, and flow. Breathe. On this next one, if it's right for you, hold the lift. Roll that left shoulder back, get super long. On your exhale, come on down And switch your legs. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So hold out with the flex, pull the toes towards you, sitting bones. Land on the mat, kickstand your hands behind. On this one for the neck, we're going to drop the chin. We're going to bring it over to the right like we did last time, but this time we're going to take it up to the ceiling and then over to the left. So here you want to keep your shoulders out of your ears. You might hear some pops and creaks. It's a little bit of air moving out of the vertebra. When you're looking up, really reach that chin towards the sky. And then come back to neutral. Remember which way you went. Point the toes, curl them under, and make circles the other way. Breathe. Say your mantra. Feel the stretch. Find your way back to center. Return the foot to a flex. Walk the hands in front. Keep the sitting bones landed. Hinge at the hip. Bow down. Stay long from hips to crown, bringing the heart forward. Notice how each side is different. Say your mantra. Walk your hands towards that extended leg, rooting that left hip down, twist at the waist. Bow, hands to thigh, to shin. Take your time. If you can, find your toes. Exhale, right hand down. Start to pulse that left hand. Lengthen from hip to fingertips. Breathe. Hold the stretch if that's right for you, rolling that left shoulder back. Find the flow, left hand down, right hand sweeps back with pointed toe. Lift the hips up, float down, crescent over. Do it again. 3 more times. And on this last lift, see if you can hold it. Roll the shoulder back. And come on down. Come to sit on your mat with your feet towards the bottom of your mat. Kickstand your hands, shake out your legs. Roll down so you're seated with that 90-degree angle at your hips and at your ankles. The crown stays tall. Imagine a string lifting it up. And roll down one vertebra at a time, keeping the chin out of the chest, using that core to roll you down. When you get down, come into dead bug, hands and feet reach for the sky, rotate your ankles and your wrists. Press your belly button into the mat. Your tailbone will lift up just a tad. Come to still, bring the bottoms of your feet together, wrap your hands around the edges or wherever you can reach. So here, if you're really tight, a strap can help you into this cobbler pose. And we're stretching the inner thighs, letting the knees come out to the side. Keep the low back glued to the floor. The shoulders roll away from the ears. The head is heavy. If you want to work your core, you can always lift your chest, but don't tuck your chin. And breathe and breathe. If you lifted, lower down. Bring your knees together. Wrap your hands around your shin. It's a double wind removing pose. Great for the internal organs. Really hug your thighs deeply to your chest. And again, you can always lift the shoulders, but keep the throat open. If you lifted, exhale down. Straighten out that left leg. Come into a half wind removing pose just for a second. And then slide your knee into your armpit. Use your left hand to grab your foot. Here, if your hips are tight, you can rock them side to side. If you have a little more space, you can tuck your elbow underneath your calf and come into a reverse pigeon on your back. And breathe and breathe. Half happy baby is another stretch. Take the right hand to the bottom of the right foot. Coax down with the hand, bringing the knee a little closer to the floor. Just feel that opening in the hip. Don't do too much. Don't force it. In yoga, we are explorers. We're going to finish up these stretches by tucking the top of the right foot behind the left thigh, rolling onto the left side. Take that left hand to hold up or coax down that right knee. Melt your shoulders from your left shoulder to your right. Extend your right arm. Look over that right arm, lowering the right ear to the mat. And then if you like to stretch that right shoulder, find a 90-degree angle at your elbow. Rest the fingers, the back of the fingers on the floor. And use your breath to inhale awareness. Find those places you're holding. And exhale, slide in to that serenity, that state where you're feeling a nice stretch. You're not doing too much. You're not doing too little. Say your mantra. Make your way out, back into the little ball. Half wind removing pose. Drop that right leg. Slide the knee into the armpit. Find your reverse pigeon. Rock it or cradle it. Be breathing here. Breathing in awareness. Exhaling out the resistance, the competition. And then find half happy baby. And come into the twist on this side. Add the bend at the elbow to find the stretch in the front of that left shoulder. So here we're wringing out all that doesn't serve us, like we're wringing out a washcloth. Every exhale, surrender a little bit more. And then find your way back into the little ball, back into dead bug. Point your toes And then separate your legs and land your hands on the inside of your thighs. You can pulse a little bit here. Press your belly button deeply into the mat. The add-ons here is to lift that chest, to release your hands, extend through the open V legs, and then crunch. So lots of choices of where you want to be. And we're going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your way back to cobbler. You can always rest your head. You can always use the strap. And breathe and breathe. Find your way back to dead bug, hands and feet towards the ceiling. Bring the bottoms of your feet in a prayer mudra, your hands in a prayer mudra with belly button glued to the floor. Just lower and lift toe tips and fingertips towards the mat. So bringing a little motion to the knees, to the elbows, using the abs to lift and lower. We're going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return back to dead bug. Back to the big wide V, hands on the inner thighs. Add on if you like. Count 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep the throat open. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, drop your feet wide as your mat. Bring your hands up overhead. Take a nice stretch, arching the back off of the mat. And then bring the arms into a double cactus, elbows bent, fingertips on the mat. Drop your knees to the left. Let your right glute come off of the mat. Push out with that right knee until you feel that stretch in your quad. Turn your gaze over that right shoulder. Lower that right ear down and relax across your upper back. Take 3 breaths in and out through the nostrils. On your next inhale, switch to the other side. 3 breaths. Come back to neutral and back to dead bug. Find your big wide V. Add on if you like. Count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into the little ball. Roll into a fetal pose, one side, come up to seated. Extend both legs out. Make your challenge to fit on your mat. You may not. Your feet may be closer together. Peel away the flesh and find the kickstand hands behind you. Stack your hips, shoulders, ears. Flex your feet. Lower the back of your knees. Then walk your hands forward and bow your heart. Find your edge. Keep your throat open, your crown long. Breathe in awareness and exhale the resistance. Really give yourself a nice stretch. Breathe And breathe and bow and say your mantra. Slide your hands towards you and interlace your fingers. We're imagining there is a big pot in front of us and we're going to stir the pot. So turn towards your right leg, reach out, try to get the outer edges of the pot, then pull it in. Reach out, extend, pull in. What are you stirring in your pot? Breathe. When you're ready, switch direction. So now extend over the left leg, stir to the right. Are you keeping your sitting bones on the mat? Are you keeping your throat open? Think about what you're doing and breathe. When you feel even on both sides, find your way to box pose. So on the transitions, it's always a good place to grab a drink, to get some water, to peel off clothes or find your props. Box pose. I don't know where my water is. I didn't bring it. Box pose has 10 fingers spread wide. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, toes are tucked. We're straight up through our arms without locking our elbows. Our belly button's pulled in. Our hips are flat across our back. Our shoulders are flat. Take a moment here to breathe and feel your pose. With the toes tucked, we're going to sink our hips back, stretch out those toes. Drop the shoulders out of the ears and get long through your crown. Feel that nice big stretch. On your inhale, come forward. Bend your knees with your elbows pulled in. It's called chaturanga. Hold that, fire up the biceps, the triceps, the muscles across your chest and your upper back. And then flow. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Listen for that Ujjayi breath. Next time you come forward, walk your knees back. Untuck your toes. Lower down. Hold it. Count to 10. You can always lift your knees if you want a little more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, uncurl the toes, lower down. Extend the left arm, roll over, rest your head on your arm, and make a straight line from your fingers to your toes, stacking your hips, your shoulders. Right hand can come to that top hip, and then lift and lower that top leg. See if you can find space to bring your toes towards the ceiling. And count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What we're doing is building muscle around the hip joint. Bend your knees, create a 90-degree angle at your hips behind your knees. Stack your toe mounts, pull your belly button in. It's a Pilates move. Clamshells. Open and close at the knees. Keep the core engaged. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Separate the knees and the toes and circle at your hip going forward. Add on here is a straight leg. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back it up only to 10. You can do it. 9, 8, 7, big circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stack the knees, stack the toes. Take your top hand in a fist and just give some love taps around that right hip in your glute, maybe down into the hamstrings. Say something nice to yourself. We're in a fetal's pose, so to come out, drop your right hand down, come up to seated, and into a cobbler pose. Just like we did on our backs, bottoms of the feet are together in a prayer mudra. Your knees might be high. You might bring blocks underneath them. We're going to take our peace fingers around our big toes and just flutter for a moment, dropping the shoulders, lifting the crown. Let the heart come forward. And then see if you can come into a static stretch with knees pressing down, head reaching up, shoulders released. You can stay here or play around, bringing the peace finger around the back of the toes, extending that left leg long, balancing on the sitting bones. Be mindful not to collapse and keep the crown tall. Just give a nice stretch. You can try the other side, see how that feels. Maybe you notice one side is a little bit easier than the other. You can also play around in a big wide V, balancing on the tailbones, extending both legs long, keeping the crown tall. Breathe. Make your way out and find the right side of your body laying on the mat. Same thing we did on the other side, starting out with a nice tall, long body, shoulders stacked, hips stacked, toes pointed. Left hand can be on the mat or on the hips. And then point and lift and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Clamshells. Bend the knees. Find those 90-degree angles at the hip, under the knees, at the ankles. And open and close your knees. Keep your belly button pulled in. Your throat open for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle, separate and circle. Knee bent or legs straight for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack everything and give your butt, your hips, your hamstrings, maybe your low back, nice little love taps. And then make your way up, planting your left hand. Come back into that cobbler pose, bottoms of the feet together. Add your props, blocks, or pillows underneath if you need them. You can kickstand your hand behind you. We want to have a nice tall spine. The add-on here is to bow. Drop the knees towards the mat. Drop the sitting bones. Really land those sitting bones. And then a slight arch through the low back as the crown reaches tall. Find your edge as you bow down. In humility, say your mantra. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Make your way up. Play around with your V's. Come in to a big wide V if you can. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Extend out through your heels. Breathe and breathe. Make sure you got both sides. If you did one leg, find your way back to box. Grab a drink if you need to. Walk so that your feet are closer to the bottom of your mat. 10 toes separate. And then sit on your heels. If this is too much, you can always keep your hands down and just rock. We're stretching out the ball of our foot by sitting on our heels. Here you can stretch out your wrist if you like. You can move your neck organically and just breathe. When you're ready, return your hands to the mat. Lift your hips up. Keep your knees bent. Land your heels down. So wider feet is going to make this easier. Slide your hands towards you, keeping your belly connected to your thigh. Lower your head. This is going to protect your low back. And then grab your elbows and lower your forearms. Shake your head out. Dump out that head trash. Keep straightening your legs any amount, lowering your elbows. Forward fold and inversion. That's bringing blood to your head, your teeth, your gums, your pineal, making your cheeks rosy. On your exhale, drop your hands down, walk them to the right, press that left hip away, and stretch up from left fingers to left shoulder. Push back the left hip, feel the stretch in the obliques. Return back to your forward fold, and then take that turn to the left, press the right hip away, And find the stretch on the other side. Come back to center. Walk out into your first downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width apart. Adjust the width of your feet closer together with your feet. It's going to make it more challenging. We're working to keep the heels down as we lift the hips up. Hands are on the mat with fingers spread wide. If your wrists are bothering you, you can always take the wrists out of the equation. Come on to the ball of your hand. We're working to get our ears in between our upper arms. You might take your time here. You might bend your knees and pedal those heels towards the mat. The goal is to hold it in a static stretch for 3 breaths. And then when you're done, walk your toes towards your hands. Bring your hands towards your toes. Find that forward fold. We're going to use our abs to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. And then turn forward to be in mountain pose. Feeling our feet on the floor, our crown nice and tall. Let's add in a little balance here. Weight into that right leg, step that left toe out, extend the arms. It's star pose. It's a confidence booster. Kiss the shoulder blades back, open the fingers, soften that right knee, and then balance, lifting that left leg. Stars twinkle. Stars fall down sometimes. If you fall out, just make a wish, come back in and breathe and breathe and exhale out and inhale into the other side. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, find yours. A drishti, staring upon something out in front of you, is going to help staying long through your crown. Always really good. Switch sides. Breathe, balance. Make a big wide V with your legs. Other side. Transition gracefully. Return to mountain. Separate your feet as wide as is comfortable for you. Insides of your feet are parallel with each other. Knees are soft, so don't lock your knees. Poke your hip crease. Fold halfway. It's called a halfway lift. We're blossoming out through the tailbone. We have a slight arch in our low back, a string coaxing our head forward. Drop your hands where they fall. Don't lock your knees. Breathe. Lengthen. Get those shoulders out of the ears. You can always drop your hands a little lower. If you dropped your hands, bring them back to your thighs. Bend that right knee and sink over to the right, keeping that left foot on the floor. Feel that nice stretch from your groin to your left foot. Stay long through your crown. Switch to the other side, same thing. Low back and forth. And the add-on here is to bring your hands into a prayer mudra as you go from side to side, skater's pose. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Inhale and exhale. Keep the back flat. Throat open, heart open. Next time you're towards the left, stay there. Drop your hands down to the mat. Pivot on your feet. You're on the ball of your right foot. Slide it back. Stack your left knee over your ankle. Bring your heart forward and your gaze upward. Nice low, high lunge. Breathe and breathe. Walk your hands to the front, pivot around and land your feet again. Come into a devotional forward fold with wide legs. Kiss your shoulder blades together as you lift your hips and elongate your crown. Keep all four corners of your feet pressed into the mat. Walk to the back of the mat, spin the feet, same thing. Low, high lunge. Slide the left foot back, stack the right knee. Bring the heart forward, gaze upward, drop the shoulders out of your ears. If this is too much, you can always drop that back knee. Find your way back to the devotional wide leg fold. And then come into a forward fold. Drop your head to the mat. Lift your hips. Straighten your legs without locking your knees. Let the blood make your cheeks nice and rosy. And then to come up, soften the knees, engage the core, roll all the way up. Spin your feet for triangle. Left toes parallel with the front of the mat. Right foot cants. Look at your mat. Your heels are aligned. Then turn your hips and your shoulders to align with the side of the mat. Extend your arms. Keep your hips facing forward and start to twist at the waist. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to neutral. We're going to exalt. Reach back with the right hand. Drop it down to the side of your body. Flip the left hand. Reach it up. Look up. Reach up. Get long and tall. Feel that stretch up the left side. If there's space, hinge back. It's the exalt. Slide that right hand down or half bind. Keep that left hip forward, that left shoulder back. Breathe and breathe. Windmill all the way down to the mat. Spin that back foot. Find that lunge. Inhale, exhale. You can always drop the knee if you need to. Find your way back up. Replant the foot. You can walk up to that left knee. Come back for triangle. Square the hips, the shoulders. Look over those left fingers and reach forward. Drop your left hand to your thigh. Bring your right hand up. Get long. This is 1. The add-on is flip the hand, slide down. Stay between 2 panes of glass. Look up and breathe and breathe. Exhale, drop that right hand down, spin back into that wide leg devotional stretch. Slide your hands towards you, drop your head. Add on here, grab your ankles. Walk to the right side of your mat, spin your feet, come in to that lunge. Drop that left heel at a 45, walk up to do our triangles. Turn your hips, your shoulders, extend your arms. Look over your right hand, reach forward. Feel your shoulders and hips between two panes of glass. Sweep your right arm up, your left arm down, get tall, look up. Crescent back if that's for you. Return to neutral. Reach forward with the right hand. Drop the hand to the thigh. Lift up with the left hand. Get tall. Look up. Add on if that's for you. Bring that right breast forward. Look up to the left fingertips. Exhale down and spin into the wide leg stance. Find a forward fold. And then bend the knees, engage the core, come up to that halfway lift. Bring the hands to the thigh, sway over to the right. Prayer hands if you like, skater's pose. Flow back and forth. Breathe. You can always walk your hands on the floor if that's what you need. You can hold a static stretch here instead of flowing. Next time you're to the left, drop your hands, spin around, come into that lunge. Really land your hands and find a plank. So on your toes or on your knees, bend your elbows, pull them in, extend through your crown, and count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting pose. So if you're challenged, you can come into a child's pose. But if not, exhale up and make a nice big V in a downward facing dog. Heels down, hips up, ears between the upper arms. Breathe. And breathe. To come out of this, we're going to walk our toes to our hands. Be at the top of your mat. Find your forward fold. So whether you're grabbing your elbows or your heels or wrapping your hands around your shins, shake out your head trash. And then say your mantra. We're going to come out, release anything you're holding. Engage your core, roll up one vertebra at a time. Great time to get a drink of water, to say something nice to yourself. And then we're going to start with some more balance, some more triangles, standing at the top of our mat in a mountain pose. So our feet give us the exact distance for mountain. If you use the length of your foot, heel into the arch of the foot, then spin the foot, align the insides of the feet, lift up through the crown of your head, drop your shoulders, open your fingers. So when we're standing, waiting in line, we want to practice this pose grounded down to Mama Earth, reaching up to Father Sky. We're going to do some more balance here. So take your fingers to your hip crease and hinge slightly forward. Weight into your left foot. Bring your right foot back. Bring your hands to your waist. We're going to kick our buttocks with the heel of our foot. Challenge is to don't touch the floor. Modification is to touch the floor. And let's kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step way back and come into that triangle stance. Extend the arms, relax the shoulders. Take the twist. Inhale, exhale, keep the hips forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set up for exalt. Reach back with the right hand, half bind or down your leg. Left hand comes up. Reach up, look up, crescent back. Breathe and breathe. Make your way out. Look over the left fingertips. Reach forward. Left hand drops down. Right hand reaches up. Get long. Deepen into the triangle if that's for you. Breathe and breathe. Exhale your right hand down and spin your left hand up. Bring your right hip forward. Breathe. Drop your left hand down. Hop your right foot forward. Forward fold. Roll up. Hands to waist with a slight hinge forward. Weight into the left foot. Step the right foot back. Lift and lower the leg. Work the glute, the muscles around the hip. Touch your toes if you need to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, spin around, forward fold, halfway lift, then down to the wide leg fold. Blossom through your tailbone across your upper back. Breathe. Forward fold all the way with the head between your feet. You can add on with your hands reaching behind you. To come out, bend your knees, roll up one vertebra at a time, and step to the back of your mat. Same thing. Find your mountain. Hands to waist, hinge slightly forward, weight into your right foot. Step your left foot back, kick your buttocks. For 10, 9, balance, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, take your time, set up, turn. Remember to mind your feet, extend your arms, keep your hips squared forward, and find your twist. Inhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Reach back. Drop that left hand down your leg or behind you. Reach up with your right hand. Get tall. Look up. Stay there or sweep back. Feel your hips and your shoulders align between those two panes of glass. Return to neutral. Reach forward with the right hand. Keep the left hip, left shoulder back. Drop the right hand down. Sweep the left arm up. Get tall. Slide deeper if that's for you. Breathe. Soft right knee. Float that left hand down. Sweep that right hand up. Can you keep that right leg straight without locking? You're bringing that left hip around, that left shoulder around. You're looking up. Breathe and breathe. Right hand comes down. Hop that left foot forward. Forward fold. Roll up. This time, let's come into a salute. Hands overhead. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. Let's add a swan dive. On your exhale, bend your knees, splay your arms. On your inhale, open your fingers, kiss your shoulder blades, say your mantra, and then bow back down all the way to the floor. Exhale out all the air. Say your mantra on the inhale as you roll up. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow down. One more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, inhale, open up. Open your fingers, your heart, your throat, your mind. Bow down. Roll up, hands to hips. Slightly forward. Weight into that right leg with soft knee. Step back with the left. Lift and lower. Work that glute. Muscles around the hip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it wide. Spin it around. Widen a little bit more if you can. Don't lock your knees, but find your halfway lift. Drop your fingers where they fall. Blossom out through the tailbone, the crown. Relax the shoulders. Hands to thighs or hands to hip. Little bend in the knees. Skaters flow. Find yours. Hands can be on the floor. That's another option. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Come to center, find your forward fold. Hands to the mat, to your ankles, behind you, big wide V. You might be getting your head close to the floor. You might add a block underneath your head. Find your yoga. Shake out your head trash while you're here. Breathe and breathe. Bring your hands underneath you if they were anywhere else. Heel and toe your feet in for goddess pose. So about 3 feet apart. Wag your tail, lift your toes. Find your stance. Devotional, your arms, bend your knees. Again, sway your buttocks. See if you can keep your heels down. Keep your crown long. So we're coming into garland. I didn't do goddess. We should do goddess first. Let's switch this up a little bit. Slide your hands underneath you with knees slightly bent. Engage your core, roll up. Bring your pelvic bowl forward. Adjust your feet so they're out at a 45. Track your knees over your toes. And then bringing the pelvic forward, lift the crown tall. Inhale your arms up and into a cactus. Press out through your elbows and separate 10 fingers. So while we're working on our little boxes, we're shortening the muscles in the chest. So we're going to pulse our elbows back here to open up that chest, to make sure our throat is open. We're going to bring that little smile to our face. Let the muscles in our face relax while we're working our lower body, sinking down. You can change this up, take the arms out straight, kiss the shoulder blades back. You only need to do each one of these 25 times a day to undo a whole day of crouching forward. We want to make sure here that our ears are over our shoulders are away from our ears. Come to still, hands back on thighs. Do a little bit of those skater stretches. And then fold back down into that forward fold. Adjust your feet. For garland, sway side to side. Come into a devotional garland here. You can lift your heels. Come onto the ball of your foot. You can also place blocks stacked one on top of each other underneath your buttocks to sit on. The full pose is heels down, elbows into the knees, hands in a prayer mudra, crown of the head reaching tall. We breathe here. We're working our quads, our glutes, our back. We're stretching our feet, maybe stretching your ego. And breathe and breathe. Wherever you landed, come on out. Come back into that extended left leg. Right heel into the groin. Peel away the flesh. Kickstand the hands. Drop the shoulders. Then drop your big toe in front of you. Stretch all the way up your leg. And then switch to pinky toe towards the floor. And just flow back and forth. Practice staying up tall Breathe. Come to still, hold the point. Walk your hands forward. If you like, bow. Then hold the flex. Draw the toes towards you. Breathe. Walk your hands towards you. Switch legs. Kickstand behind you. Get long and tall. Drop your big toe towards the floor. This one I'm really tight on. Drop your pinky towards the floor. Blow back and forth. Come to still. Relax. Feel that difference in the back of your knee. Point. If it works for you, bow. Keep the hips heavy and even. The shoulders melt away from the ears. Chin's out of the chest. And flex. Say your mantra. Walk your hands towards you. Come into a cobbler. Knees towards the floor. Add what you need to add. Sitting bones landed. Hinged at the hip. Bow forward if you can. Keep the throat open. Wherever you landed, come up. Big wide V with the legs. See if you can be on your mat. Peel away the flesh. Release the shoulders. Float the head. Grab your spoon. Let's start to the left this time and make some big circles. Breathe. Sweep. What are you stirring in your life? Switch direction. Come to still. Options here is hands behind you. You're just practicing flexing and pointing, releasing the tension in your neck, or you can bow forward, point and flex. You can hold a static stretch, find your yoga. Walk your legs together when you're done. Peel away the flesh. Shake out the legs. Give them a little qigong pat when you bring them to still. Say thank you. All your legs did. Give gratitude for your feet. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . And bring the feet into a cross leg. Take your hands into a fist. Give some love taps again to the glutes, the low back, anywhere but on your spine. You can come up around your kidney points. You can do your side body. And come to your belly. Give your belly a nice little rub. Give gratitude for all that happens here. Do the same on your chest. And then stop at your thymus point, just above your breast. Do little finger taps to increase the immune system, and then come up to the clavicles. And then lighten the tapping and come up around your jaw. And then around the top of your head, when you're tapping the top of your head, say your mantra. And soften the tap even more and come around your eyes, around your cheekbones. And then land underneath your ears and just take your fingers and massage downward. Stimulating that vagus nerve. You can do the same at the front of your neck. Stretching those scalenes. You can bring your hands to the back of your neck, bowing your chin. Just massage the back along the occiput. And then bring opposite hand to opposite shoulder and just squeeze down the top of your shoulder, down your arm, your elbow, your forearm, your wrist, your fingers. Switch to the other side. Just give yourself a hug to finish off. And then find your way down to your savasana. Here you might layer clothes, you might spritz some scents for you. You might play a special song, might have a blanket, a bolster. Got a little neck stretcher, and I've got my bolster here. If your body's asking for more twists or turns, you can always add them. Savasana is our final centering, not our final pose, but just another time to pause, to notice what's going on in your body. Maybe your breath is still fast and you slow it down. It's time to tune in. Did what you choose for your savasana match what your body needs? So if your back is bothering you, you might come into teepee knees, feet wide with something in between them. You might have your legs up against a wall or draped over a piece of furniture. You might like full savasana with nothing under your knees, your feet wide and splayed out to the side. Whatever pose you choose, the arms are open, the hands are open, the fingers are long, stretching out any arthritis that's trying to creep into the fingers. And then resting the hands down so fingertips touch the mat, back of the hands touch the mat as best you can. Heavy your elbows, relax your shoulders. Feel the openness of your throat, the heaviness of the back of your head. And then with eyes covered or closed or staring upward at a drishti, bring that smile to your lips and relax your face, your throat, your chest, down your arms. If you like, you can imagine those chakras opening at the palms of your hands, practicing giving and receiving with yourself. And then exploring that Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils, bringing that breath down into the belly. So having lots of space inside of you. In the seat of your observer, not getting engaged with thoughts that come. Just notice them, thank them, let them go, and stay right here in the moment. Curious, what does this moment have to offer me? You're making space for that inner guidance, that inner wisdom, that clarity to bubble up. You're taking time to connect at your heart space with yourself, to feel that unconditional love, to show up authentic and honest about your feelings, not becoming them, not resisting them, but owning them, being willing to explore the depths of yourself. What is triggering you? What happened to you? Not to make it a victim story or a hero story, but from a place of the observer, getting to know yourself requires you to stop. Pause. You're not getting an answer here. You're making space. Take a few moments in this space, melted in your mat with yourself. Make that breath deep and long. Let the sound be your anchor. Change your breath to an inhale through your nostrils and an exhale with a big sigh through your mouth. Make that sigh a little louder. Ah, keeping whatever Zen you found. Bring back a little movement to your fingers and your toes. Find a stretch. Push away any props. Find a fetal pose, rolling to one side, and then come up to an easy seated. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Hands to prayer, thumbs to heart. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. I invite you to do this back to me, and then to do it for all the people that you interact with today, and especially for those who might trigger you, those you don't understand, those you disagree with. See the light in them. Remember the light in you. Namaste. So if you stumbled across this on YouTube, do check out the free community, connecting you with yourself.com online. And I hope to see you again. Thanks.